Welcome everybody to episode 173 of the effing title special podcast. Today we're doing the mock draft for the 2023 NFL draft, and as always when it comes to football stuff, I have with me my two favorite co-hosts, Fej and Rob. Boys?
Wow, what an
Favorite implies that you have others.
I do. It's good to Newton,
new. What do you mean?
who is also my favorite. All three of you are my favorites.
All of them the favorites. They're all the favorites.
That's why I keep bringing you guys back, and I don't bring anyone else back.
Right, that's true. Dak, he's talking to you. No.
So as you can see from the board above me, all the picks are here. Next to it is which round or which pick they're going, and it's all color coded. I'm pink, Fedge is blue, Rob is green. So, with that being said, is there anything else that needs to hit on real quick, boys, before we get into this?
No. I'm hoping for chaos tonight because Rob likes chaos. I like chaos in this way, shape, or form, and I want a lot of trades.
Yes.
Even though I will say multiple times today I would trade this pick, because I would. I think that's what we're going to do, and I think we're going to see a lot of trades tonight, a lot of fun, and I'm honestly just hoping that we see a nice, I'm going to call it surprise trade.
Okay.
Kind of like the one I've been using is AJ Brown last year. I don't think anyone really saw him being moved on draft day, and it just kind of took everyone by surprise, and then they ended up taking the dude. What's his name there? Oh my goodness, why am I blanking? But either way, Tennessee took another receiver instead after they made the trade. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm just hoping we do something like that, get some interesting stuff,
All right, Rob.
That's all I got.
I too, I'm ready for. I think there's going to be a lot of trade downs.
Yes.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of trading up for these big splat. I mean, this is what happens every year. Is everyone's sitting there going, "Hey, QBs, they're so pretty and sexy and all this stuff," and I am not going to be surprised at all if two of these four QBs that everyone's touting, I won't be surprised if one of them doesn't even go in the first round.
Yep.
And we see one that no one's talking about go in the first round.
Yep.
So I think there's going to be a lot of surprises. I think one thing that people aren't focusing on is that there are going to be a lot of O linemen taken in the first round because that's where everyone values.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone values QBs, but if you can't protect them, we've seen how long that goes. So
exactly. So, as you heard, we will be saying that we probably would trade down. We're not doing trades because it makes everything just so much more difficult because all three of us would just be trading down most picks. So, like honestly, all three of us would probably be trading down like 90% of our picks. Yeah, we're just trading back. We want more. Trade back. We want more. You know what? He's there. I'll take him now. But so, with that being said, the Carolina Panthers are on the clock, and I'm picking for Carolina. And this is obviously this is a no-brainer for me. I'm going straight with it. I'm going Bryce Young.
Bryce Young
Off the board from Bama, the quarterback. Boom. It gives them a franchise. Everything starts there now. It's the reason why they traded up to go get the first. Like that, I don't think
exactly.
The next pick on the board is Houston, and I also have Houston, so I kind of get to do a little double. Yep, I get to do a little double duty here because I go back to back.
He's cheating.
And with this one, I'm trying to find the position on this freaking site now for it. There it is. I think there's going to be one of two positions. As we've all been hearing a little bit more, Houston doesn't seem like they're in on the QB race this year. Or right now, anyway. I would say it too. So I'm going to go at number 2 with the Houston Texans with Will Anderson Jr. Edge.
Back-to-back Bama. Has that ever
From
happened before?
Alabama.
I think once or twice, yeah.
Really? Interesting.
I think that's going to be an interesting one. Because it's either going to be Anderson or it's going to be Tyree Wilson. I just don't know which one it's going to be. I like Anderson more, so that's why
I disagree. I don't think Houston's picking there, but yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they trade out, but at the same time, I think if they can't find anyone that wants to move up to 2, they go defense with D'Amico Ryans there. So FFEJ with the Arizona Cardinals. You're on the clock.
So here's my first one. I mean, it's a surprise, like I was just saying. I strongly believe Arizona will trade down.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't in the quarterback market, even though they should be, as we all know. There's been nice, cool rumors out there that since I think the last 2 or 3 years now, Kyler Murray's been asking for a specific tackle every year. Just wants a guy to protect him, which makes sense. I mean, you got to protect what you guys considered your franchise player. I don't think, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think Skoronski goes here. I don't think. I mean, they can bolster up their defensive backfield, especially if they end up losing Budda Baker with Witherspoon potentially. But I am going to go a little bit of a surprise, tiny bit, I guess. It depends on what you follow, what you go with. And I am going to go with Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech. Like I said, I don't think this is a position where they do take him. I just think that they will end up taking him. It's kind of their replacement for J.J. Watt leaving. They also need to replace Chandler Jones, who they never actually got a real replacement for after losing him 2 years ago. So yeah, that's what I got.
All right.
I agree with you. Did you know that the Cardinals, besides Kyler Murray, their last 9 drafts have been a defensive player?
Wow.
Does not surprise me. Like I just said, I mean, I know that
they do not value giving their QB weapons
Mm-hmm.
or anything.
Makes sense.
They did try. I mean, you can't say they don't value giving them weapons. I mean, they did go out and trade for.
They don't value drafting a weapon.
Young weapon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying they did go trade for what's his name?
Hopkins.
Hoppy.
Yeah, Hopkins. So
Just
I'm not gonna say they don't value him. All right. Yeah. So that's what I got.
At number 4, the Indianapolis Colts are on the board. This is Rob.
So obviously everyone thinks the Colts are going to go quarterback, and they should, because I don't even know who
They should, but they won't.
I don't even know who the fuck they have a quarterback right now on their roster. So now, I mean, I disagree with what Colin's saying. I don't think Bryce Young's going one. I think it's going to be stupid, and it's going to be that Will Levi guy.
No way.
Okay, so this is the quarterbacks for Indianapolis right now, Rob. It is Gardner Minshew, Nick Foles, and Sam Ellington.
Dude, the fact that you bring up Will Levi real quick though, Levis, Levi, whatever the fuck his name is.
So you know,
he actually told his family that he is going to be number 1.
Oh, not just his family. Like literally, there's reports out there where Will Levi has said the Panthers are taking him number 1.
Yeah, I've been seeing. I saw some things saying that as well.
No way.
Just to make it reciprocal, okay? Because I think Bryce Young is going to end up what I think is really going to happen is I think they're going to draft Will Levi and someone's going to move up to 2 to draft Bryce Young. But with all that said, I think
you don't think well, real quick though, you don't think Houston's that infatuated with Will Anderson where they'll stand pat?
I think Houston's going to try and trade down with a team, and everything I've seen so far is Will Anderson is going to be the 3rd D lineman off the board behind Tyree Wilson, Jalen Carter, and then Will Anderson. So I think they think he'll be available in the late single-digit picks. So I won't be surprised.
That's the thing is,
with having 12 as well, yeah.
With Detroit, the Raiders, the Falcons. Unless they're sold on what's his name.
If the Falcons want to get another receiver or if they want to get a corner,
the one I think would be interesting is Watch what Tennessee does.
The one I've heard is Tennessee. Yep. Is
Yep.
Tennessee trading up to 2 or 3 to get one of these QBs. And I think a lot of it is going to depend on who the Panthers. If the Panthers don't take Bryce Young, someone is trading up to 2 and 3 or 3.
Guys,
I wouldn't. I genuinely believe
quick,
someone would.
You do this?
What?
If you're Houston and D'Amico Ryans, would you trade number 2? Obviously, maybe some later round stuff too. But number 2, flip your 11, 2 and 11 with the Titans, and get Ryan Tannehill back in the trade. Would you do that?
I think he would, because he's under the 49ers tree, and they believe that the 49ers tree 100% believes that QBs just can't lose you the game.
I was gonna say, would you do
As
Tannehill, or would you go with Willis because he's the younger guy?
No, Willis.
I think it's important. I mean, Houston has draft capital. I think the only reason you settle for Willis is because you don't have enough draft capital to fit him underneath what you currently have there, because obviously it's a cheaper deal. But I almost pull that. I think you pull that trigger if you're Houston.
I'd pull
depending
it too,
on what it.
If Young doesn't go 1, Houston pulls the deal on anything basically.
One of the
then just looking at it, guys. Then Houston has 11-12.
Exactly.
It won't happen, Jeff. But one of the rumors right now is that the Patriots, if Bryce Young isn't picked first, the Patriots might trade up to 2 and give them Mac Jones and a bunch of other picks.
Well, that's my thing. It's just
to reunite Bryce Young with Bill O'Brien.
Because Houston is not one player away. I mean, and they know that. They're not one player away from making it to even the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not. So give me some people in there. Give me some more talent. Give me some
especially
go build a top 5 defense, and then
I think D'Amico could do that.
Next year, when there's all these amazing quarterbacks, and you can get rid of Tannehill's contract or something like that.
Yeah. And also, having pick 12 there is nice too, because then okay, cool. We don't have the second pick. We still have pick 12. We're still going to be getting someone that's going to fall out of the top 10, like everyone, what happens every year.
We can still get one of these really good receivers.
Exactly. You can get a good receiver. You can get a good DB. You could get a lineman if you want one. But
this is a long way for me to say that. I'm going to say Will Levi to the Colts, just because I think Will Levi and Bryce Young are going to flip flop here if there aren't any trades.
Gotcha.
So Will Levi to the Colts.
And then Jeff,
and it's not because I agree with it.
With Seattle, and I think Seattle absolutely sprints up to the freaking podium and drafts Jalen Carter from Georgia.
They will be the only team that doesn't take all 10 minutes.
Yep, 100%. If Jalen Carter falls to 5, I don't think
they've already said it. They've already said it out loud. They said if Carter falls to them, they're taking him.
Yeah,
no,
I mean it's
I think
solid, solid fucking pick.
And honestly, I think even if we flip flop, you say Will Anderson's not going to go 2. Say it, kind of goes how we did, and you got Will Anderson number 3. I still think Seattle runs up and takes him at number 3, or takes him number 5 as the third D lineman off the board.
Yeah,
I can tell you right now that the consensus is there are truly only 2 players in this draft that are surefire NFL ready players. And both of them are D linemen. They are Jalen Carter and Will Anderson.
Yeah.
I agree.
Will Anderson had 10 sacks last year. After the year before, he had 17 and a half. And then he got triple teamed, and he still had 10 in 14 games. So it's like, and Jalen Carter, guess what, dude? You're the best player in the draft, whether you're a scumbag or not. Like whatever.
All right, so
whether you're a scumbag, whether you're lazy, whether you're and honestly, I kind of wanted to leave him there to see if one of you guys would take him with the Lions to kind of get their replacement for Sue, which they haven't had since he left. But I think that would have been a good option for the Lions as well. And I think they would be more than happy if Carter fell into their laps. So.
I think the Lions have.
Well, you're up now, Rob, with the Lions. So
the Lions have an extreme need, and it's none of the things that it says that they need. They need a corner.
Very. I was going to say especially.
And Witherspoon is the biggest, most physical. All Illinois played was man to man, so he's ready for the NFL to just sit there and play man to man. And I don't know why he's not getting better comps. Like, to me, this kid makes Sauce Gardner look terrible.
I already put it on the board. I just want to make sure that
yeah.
you are going with Witherspoon, right?
Oh yeah, Witherspoon. It's not even. And
the thing is, I mean,
I wasn't sure if you were going to go
obviously,
Gonzalez
Nico in
or
your
him,
addition,
but
I want to see this matchup. I want to see this matchup twice a year with Witherspoon and Justin Jefferson. Let's see
ooh.
it. Let's see if you get up there and you can press him a little bit and get him off his game. See what happens. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Witherspoon's 6'2" as a fucking corner.
Yeah.
All right, so Fedge, you are now on the board with the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders.
The fucking Raiders.
Oh man. Where do the Raiders go?
That is a question that's asked every year.
You know, obviously they went out and got Jimmy G. Is Jimmy G their answer? I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think Josh McDaniels is their answer. Is really what it comes down to.
Oh, so fair.
But I think there's a couple possibilities where they go here. I think they could definitely need some help on defense. Obviously Witherspoon would have been the nice pick for him. Another name that comes to mind is Gonzalez there.
Yep.
Out of Oregon. But then I think you got to protect them. I think you got to provide some protection for them, and now it's a matter of who you want to go with, though. And you're always going to have different opinions on who's going to be the best tackle in the draft or best guard or whatever, but I am going to go with Harris Johnson from Ohio State.
Yep. Agreed.
Fuck it.
Because they need a tackle, not a guard. And Skaronski.
I agree, yeah.
Everyone's saying Skaronski's going to be a guard.
So. Well, that's what I got.
All right. I am now on the board with the Atlanta Falcons, who need fucking everything.
This is where it starts before you make your play. This is where it starts to get interesting. Stroud's fallen a little bit. Obviously you still have Anthony Richardson there. I really want to see where freaking Hendon Hooker goes. Not only with our drafts, but in general, I want to see where the guy goes. But this is where it starts to get interesting. I think you could honestly see a lot of this is where I feel like people start making those jump trades because they're like, oh well, my quarterback's fallen or my.
I think this one's a no-brainer.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what Colin does, and then I'll tell you if I think it's a no-brainer too.
Just think of what the Falcons have actually done in the draft the last few years, and then remember. They solved, or I shouldn't say solved, we have no idea. They went out and signed everybody to fix their defense.
So
I love Calais Campbell on that defense too.
I'm going
to. They're not going to draft defense because they literally just signed $100 million or more on defense.
I'm a fucking.
All right, Colin, what do we got?
We're gonna go. I don't think that Desmond Ridder is the answer.
Oh, he's doing
well, they do.
I don't think he's the answer. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take Anthony Richardson.
Woo!
For two reasons. One, I could genuinely see this shit happening, of him going over Stroud. But two, I also just don't like Ohio State quarterbacks, so... But I could see them doing this. Is it the right move? No, but I could see him doing it. I mean,
Rob, what's your no-brainer? I just want to know what you were thinking.
They're gonna go with Bijan Robinson.
I was thinking about it,
and
but
they're gonna have Pitts, not Ridley. Pitts. Who's the other dude they got? The receiver that was really good last year.
He's my boy.
Robinson.
Isn't Drake London?
Yes, Drake London.
It's my boy, right? Yeah.
Drake London, Pitts, and Bijan Robinson, and now they're gonna take this year and go. If you suck, Ridder, you're not the answer because you have every weapon in the fucking world.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is obviously Bijan Robinson's a nice shiny little toy. I mean, I don't. With Algier back there, I mean, he's not the greatest, but you also got Huntley back there. at running back, and obviously Patterson. I mean, it's just they do have
They
a
say
lot of.
Bijan Robinson's supposed to be better than Saquon Barkley.
I understand. Yes, I know. But I just it goes back to, the Falcons aren't one player away. They do need a lot of help. Blah blah. But like I said, I mean, I think they're also going to run.
They are now with all the signings they made. With all the signings they may be in the mindset that they are.
Yeah.
Only if
maybe,
a player or two away.
Yeah,
I don't think long
what's his
term,
name,
but
there.
for a season or two, they might be.
You got your tight end there that didn't work out.
Hayden Hurst.
No, Jonnu.
Oh, Jonnu, there you go.
Oh yeah, they also have Jonnu Smith. Yeah, like
Yep. That's what I'm saying. You can see a lot of, and that's why I was like, I also like, I mean, giving them more weapons on the outside. I mean, because what do they have? They have Drake London. They have what, Mac Hollins or something like that. And I couldn't even tell you who their third receiver is. I wouldn't surprise if they, and I'm gonna say trade back because I don't want to take him here, but go get Jackson Smith. Go get him.
Rob, you were on the board with.
I think offensive weapon is the no-brainer.
Yes, 100%. Yes. And the offensive weapon is not Anthony Richardson.
Oh, they just got a running back. So you know what? It's okay. The Chicago Bears are on the board. Rob, this is your pick.
Oh, see, for me, the Bears is easy. I shouldn't say they have so many fucking holes, but they should. They just pretty much came out and said Justin Fields is the future, so they should quadruple down, and every single pick in this should be offensive lineman.
Yeah, how's it say?
So why not go with the if the native boy's there, take the Chicago kid from Peter Skoronsky, from Northwestern.
I agree.
They shouldn't draft anyone on defense. Let your defense fucking blow, and find out if Fields can actually put up points. Because you're not going to be. They are not close to being a player away.
Yeah. The thing is, with Fields, ability.
Fields could be good. Who knows?
Well, that's the thing is, I mean, he has the ability. I mean, you also got to remember. I mean, they're building around him though. I mean, they got him positioned. They went out. Not that I agree that he's a great player, but Chase Claypool. They obviously got DJ Moore in the trade. You know what I mean? Like they have Darnell Mooney from last year.
Yeah, they got those running backs. Like they now they need to protect them, and I think that's also. I think
even
they're going to Skoronsky
or
Paris
as a tight end too.
What?
So, I like Cole Kmet as a tight end. I mean, I also think getting him a nice shiny receiver would be cool. But no, I agree. You got to protect him on the inside. And I don't know if I can name any of their linemen. I really don't.
Yeah,
no, I have no idea.
Because they got rid of the ones that we would know. They got rid of.
Yeah, I don't know. And obviously, they spent a lot of money on defense, which is great for who's their head coach from D coordinator from Indy there. Who the fuck's their head coach?
Great question.
Eberflus?
Eberflus, yes, Eberflus. Yeah, he was the D coordinator at Indy. And now he got his middle linebackers. They went out and spent money on Tremaine. They spent money on TJ Edwards there.
I forgot they got Tremaine and TJ.
Yeah. And they also got Jack Sanborn.
That's the thing. They made a lot of splashes on defense in this offseason.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so they got a good back end going, and I mean that's the thing.
I 100% think they should literally spend every single draft pick on offensive linemen.
They should. I agree.
And if you hit on 3 of them, you won.
Oh, exactly.
So,
all right, sorry.
Number 10 is the Philadelphia Eagles. That is me. I'm running to the board. I'm taking Bijan Robinson.
Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, you got to replace Miles Sanders, right?
Yep. They have. I mean, I just looked. They have some people there, like Rashard Penny, Boston Scott, but they don't have Bijan fucking Robinson.
I forgot they went out and got Rashard Penny.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, now an interesting one. The Tennessee Titans are on the board. Rob, this is you at 11 with Tennessee.
So, like, I think they're gonna try and trade up.
Yep.
But if they don't, if this is where they are picking, I think they have 2 big needs. I know it depends. I mean, I won't be surprised if I think Vrabel's connection with Ohio State will help with this one, seeing as Vrabel probably coached with Stroud on the team for a year. So I think it's gonna end up being Stroud if he drops this far, which I don't think he will. Because I don't think anyone cares about those cognitive tests. But they also they have a lot of hole. Their defense is fucking horrible. But I guess I would take CJ Stroud here.
Okay.
Interesting.
Unless you think. Now, to be fair, I also think Hendon Hooker will go before 3 of these QBs. I think he's going to be a very surprising pick.
I think so. Yeah, so
Really?
I think the right organization.
I don't think all 4 QBs are coming off the board in the top 11. Let's put it that way. I don't think that's happening.
Well, I think it's mostly because people are going to be trading too, though.
Yes,
Go get someone that you don't think it. Yeah.
But
so are we going CJ Stroud? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, CJ Stroud.
Okay.
Wait until I get the Jets pick, dude. I'm gonna say we're bagging. We're getting rid of Aaron Rodgers. We're going a different direction.
we're gonna trade Aaron Rodgers to a team that needs a quarterback, so we're gonna trade him back to the Packers. Houston Texans. We're running up to the board yet again. We're getting Jackson Smith.
This should be a great draft for Houston. Will Anderson and Jackson Smith.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Do they still have Brandon Cooks? Is that the receiver they have? Like
I want to say they do, but at the same time,
I don't even know what receivers they have.
At the same time, I'm not 100% sure, so we'll take a quick look. Rob, you are on the board back-to-back picks right now, just so you know.
They got Robert Woods. They got they got Mechie. When's Mechie coming back?
Mechie is back, actually. I think I saw something saying that he's back.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They ended up getting Noah Brown, and then they got that Nico Collins guy. They also went out and got Dalton Schultz.
The tight end, yeah. See, solid, yeah.
Yep.
We get Jackson Smith, so he can learn.
Made what's his name a huge offer at left tackle at Tunsil.
Yep.
They have Shaq Mason. Was one guard. They got Quessenberry in the center position. So I mean, they got a solid little squad going on.
Little something.
Little squad.
All right, Rob, you're on 13. We're at the Packers.
All right, the Packers are gonna. Everyone's gonna say, "Oh, the corners. This is where the corners are gonna come off the board." Wrong. This is where the Packers are gonna go out there and they're gonna go and do what they never did for Aaron Rodgers ever. And they are gonna go get a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the first reach of the draft is gonna occur here. And besides Anthony Richardson and Will Levi, obviously.
So that's the thing is, I think it wouldn't be a reach if somehow Jackson Smith gets down to Green Bay. I don't think he gets by Green Bay.
That's not a reach. So I'm gonna put here Jordan Addison.
Okay. I was wondering which one you were gonna go with. So
he's the one from USC.
Yep.
Really big frame, big catch radius, so that now they can put what's the fast dude? The fast dude can be truly just a slot. Is it Doobie?
Dobbs, Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, Dobbs.
Yeah,
Romeo Dobbs.
He can be truly just a slot guy now that Addison can play outside.
And then you got Christian Watson in there too.
Christian Watson on the other side, and then they're pretty much set at the receiver position for the next 3 to 4 years.
Dig it. 14, New England Patriots.
They got a lot of needs. So what I think will happen is this will be the first of 2 trade backs that they do. I think you're going to see a team like Seattle, or one that they do this often with is the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
They will somehow swap picks or something, and something weird will happen.
Which as of right now,
then they'll end up trading back again with like the fucking Bengals or Bills, and I'll be up until 1 a.m. to see them draft a fucking third round tackle.
Yeah, the third round tackle from fucking the D3 school that no one's heard. Yeah, I could see I could see them trading with Baltimore if the board falls like this. Right now, I could see them doing it.
Yeah, I do too. Because I also think the person that they want, they can probably get later in the 20s. And everyone's going to say that they need a corner. They don't. They just drafted 2 of them last year. They ended up
There's so many people saying they need a corner.
Between they just re-signed Jonathan Jones. They drafted Jack Jones, who started 10 games and then got hurt against the Cardinals. Marcus Jones ended up starting after that, and both of those all 3 of the Joneses, all 3 corners were very good. throughout the season. So I don't think corner's a place that they're going to look. But what they are going to be messing around with is they got to replace McCourty. So I think safety is an area where they're going to try and get creative, and they're going to do it, I don't know, in some capacity. So I think they are actually going to end up this again. I don't think he's going to go here, but I think this is who they're going to end up with is Brian Branch from Alabama.
Yep, I like it.
And I think their hope is because we all know how much they love running the 3 safety system. I think you're going to end up seeing either Branch, Duggars, or the other safety, the dude that was on the Cardinals. I can't remember his name. The dude on the Cardinals and Julius Peppers. Those 4 safeties are going to all try out at free safety, and I think you'll end up getting one of them that can somehow play free safety.
Fair. All right, Fedge, you are back to back right now, Fedge.
Back to back.
Back to back. You got the Jets to start, and then you got the Commanders.
Ooh, nice. So the Jets, I think they would be looking for receiver help for Aaron Rodgers, but I don't like any of the receivers at this position here. So I do think they trade back either way.
Mm-hmm.
They already traded back once technically with Green Bay, but I think they keep it moving. And I think they're going to go offensive line here.
Okay.
But now you got a question: who are they going to go? And I am going to go with a gentleman that protected Hendon Hooker last year, and we're going to go with Darnell.
You're going with the tackle who is the reason that Hendon Hooker tore his ACL.
Why is he the reason he tore his ACL?
He missed the block.
Well, he never gave up a sack last year, so.
Oh, it wasn't a sack. He threw it.
I know exactly.
But he tore his ACL.
Not his fault. Like
Darnell Wright. All right.
Yep, we're gonna go Darnell Wright.
I may have missed this, but what did you say? Why you were going tackle?
Why?
Yeah.
I just think that at this point, they need to. I mean, Aaron Rodgers always wants to shore up his offensive line. I think at this point, until Mekhi Becton can show me something, I don't believe in him. Like I said, I think I'd rather go receiver, but I don't really like any of them at this position either way. So,
and we have to keep the tradition of not giving him a receiver.
I'm with you 100%. I just thought you were going to choose Broderick Jones because he's the same build and makeup of Mekhi Becton. And I think they're trying to move on from Mekhi Becton because of his injury history.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I am with you. I do think they're also going to take a tackle.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, that just depends, I guess, which
one. Honestly, they're another team. They just gave up so many picks that they might trade it. They might trade back to try and gain future assets.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, a lot of people think they're this great team now. Like they may not be.
Well, they're Super Bowl contenders now. They got one person. All right. You put some respect on
guy.
it.
I mean, I will say they are Super Bowl contenders, but so aren't 20 other teams in the NFL. So
that's fair.
All right, Commanders go up to the clock, and they're gonna go defensive side of the ball with this pick, and we're gonna grab a guy named Christian Gonzalez at corner, shore up the back end, and
damn it,
go there.
So close, not 100%. Close at all, but so close.
I do think the Commanders are one of those teams to keep an eye on, though, to trade up to that 2-3 spot.
And who is there?
It's Sam Howell.
Howell, okay, that's what but they got Jacoby though too.
Yeah. Yep.
So
it depends how much they like Sam Howell.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jacoby ends up winning that either way, but whatever.
17. We got Pittsburgh's on the board. That's me. I kind of want to go with an edge rusher like Nolan Smith or Miles Murphy right now. Because I think it just fits what Pittsburgh would be doing. However, with them boosting up getting some weapons, they're kind of going all in on Kenny Pickett. They got Najee Harris. Now we need to go get ourselves some big boy protection. And because you didn't take him 2 picks ago, Fedge, I'm going to take him now. I'm going Broderick Jones here.
Interesting. Not going Joey Porter Jr., huh?
Nope.
Not going to keep it in the family.
Nope, because I kind of want to see if he drops to Baltimore at 23, and then I have to have a really weird coming to Jesus moment with myself.
Unfortunately, he's not. But
18 Detroit. Are you taking him here? Is that why you just said that?
yes,
God!
Detroit is doubling down at corner, and they are going to get the second best corner in this draft after getting the first best corner in this draft.
I mean, this, as much as I hate this is very much is a.
And guess what? The Lions can now sit there and just play fucking man-to-man every goddamn snap with the safeties that they have that they've hit on, and they can just let those front guys play the run and not have to worry about anything else. I think it's, to me, their offense is set. Like, a lot of people are going to say, oh, what about QB and all this shit? It's like, yeah, fuck that. That's stupid. Don't worry about your quarterback. You have a really cheap QB right now.
Yeah, you have a cheap QB who's doing well in the system. Fucking leave it alone.
Exactly. The only one that might end up happening is I wouldn't be surprised if they reached for like a Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or if Bijan falls that far, just because they love the versatility and they just lost their power back, and I think they're gonna want Swift. They obviously need to give Swift someone who can give him some relief, but they also just signed the dude from the Bears too. So Montgomery, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Montgomery. Yeah. Tampa Bay's on the board. I am Tampa Bay. A couple of different things I could do here.
Imagine having the 19th pick and being in the situation Tampa Bay is in.
Right,
where your roster just blows.
That's the thing. Is like I'm sitting there and I'm like I'm about to bring up their roster because I want to look at something because I genuinely don't fucking know.
Let's put it this way: they're the only team in this that have 5 positions listed as team needs.
Yeah, I know it's not ideal. I'll say that right now. Okay. So here's my thing. I want to go one of, and I just want to say, I want to go one of 3: the tight end, edge rusher, or OT.
You're gonna trust Kyle Trask?
Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Kyle Trask.
So this is the other thing: is would I take Hendon Hooker here? Probably. However, I kind of want to see Hendon Hooker go to the next team.
Nah.
Probably not going to happen, but that's what I'd like to see,
Remember,
right?
I was thinking about it.
Remember,
I'm going to go.
This team is going to be historically bad next year, which means who's going to fall right into their effing lap?
Exactly. I'm going to go.
So why would you risk that by taking a QB now?
I'm going to go with Dalton Kincaid, the tight end out of Utah.
I think that's a good pick.
All right, then Seattle runs up to the clock and grabs Nolan Smith.
That is probably correct, yeah. I was going to say it's either Nolan Smith or Miles Murphy, honestly. Whichever one they value more.
I'm going to go get Nolan Smith. And he's off the clock. And the Chargers are on the clock. Oh, it brings it back to me. Okay.
Yes, it is. Looks like draft. All right, there we go. So, for everyone at home seeing this right now, it is technically pick 21. The Dolphins forfeited their pick. I just left it up there as pick 21. So, the Chargers on the board. Fedge, this is you.
The Chargers.
The Chargers.
Go, Chargers, go.
I don't know. This is going to be my first shock of the day, okay?
Okay.
And they are going to grab this guy. Because they are going to be trading, not out of the pick, but they will be trading him tonight. What happens? I don't know where he goes. But the Chargers are going to go and get running back, Alabama. Gibbs.
Mir Gibbs.
Yep.
I like it.
Trading off
Austin Eckler will be gone tonight.
I like it. All right, on the board now is 22. It is Baltimore. Which is me. So I think if this is how everything's looking right now, it comes down to 3 people: Zay Flowers, Quinn Johnston, Deontay Banks.
You're so funny. You think they're gonna get a receiver?
I'm gonna go. As much as I'd like Quentin Johnston, they're going Deontay Banks out of Maryland. They're going the corner from Maryland. I've seen been seeing way too much stuff of them like just absolutely in love with him.
I'm dead.
Yeah, Hendon is another one that I like.
We're past the Ravens. I want him to go to the Vikings.
Oh, the Vikings. That's Rob's pick. So, Rob, you were up.
Me?
Minnesota.
Minnesota with the 23rd pick in the draft is going to go with Emmanuel Forbes, corner from Mississippi State.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not. They're going with Hendon Hooker.
No, they're not, dude.
Yes, they will.
There's no chance.
No chance. Why?
No chance.
The Jaguars are on the clock.
Name the last QB the Vikings drafted in the first round.
That's my point, Rob. If Kirk Cousins, so I like Hendon Hooker in a position where he doesn't have to play this year because he's coming off such a big injury. In this case, you don't have to play him. Kirk Cousins in the final year of his contract. You got new people coming in. As far as in the front office, they are not sold to Kirk Cousins.
Not arguing your logic. Why would they use their first round pick when if Hendon Hooker's fallen this far? Look at the teams behind you. Who the hell is taking him in the first round? That's the question they're going to be asking.
Bottom line is, if Hendon Hooker keeps falling, someone will be trading up to get him because it gives them your 5th-year option. 100% Hendon Hooker goes in the first round so you can get his 5th-year option.
Oh, then that's going to be a team that's way more complete than the Vikings, I think.
Yeah, or maybe he goes with the Saints, dude. You don't know. The Saints did like 4 picks.
Yeah, right.
The Saints have a QB/tight end already.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock.
And
don't think I can go hand in here. I'm just gonna go with, at this point, the pick that I actually really like right here. I'm going Osiris Terrence.
Ooh.
Yeah, good guard.
Or Torrance.
I wanted him. But I wanted him for the Bills.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fedge, but you're not on the board yet. You are on the board now, though, because now it's the Giants.
Oh, you think the Giants, after signing Daniel Jones, are going to go ahead and go there, Jeff?
Now the Giants are actually going to go after Zay Flowers.
Yep.
Zay?
Completely agree.
They're going to go after a receiver. I personally don't, and we're going to talk about that just a little bit. I personally don't like the guy out of TCU. There is links to them because they want more of a big-bodied receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't get past Zay Flowers and his ability to maneuver and run after catch, as well as just his adjusting to the ball. It's outstanding. So, like I said, it really becomes who they want. But I don't see him not taking a receiver online.
That's fair. That's fair. The team that is going to win the Super Bowl this next year, the Dallas Cowboys, are on the clock with the Rob.
What?
They say it every year, so I feel like I have to say it.
What?
Every year they say they're going to win the Super Bowl. Remember, so I just might as well say it now.
Yes. right, who they got, Rob?
I don't agree with that statement,
Well,
but
Mr. McCarthy over here just wants to run the ball so his defense can rest. So I think that we are going here, and they're going to go tight end.
Michael Mayer.
Not Michael Mayer.
Oh,
Really?
They're going to go with big boy Darnell Washington, who is absolutely fucking massive and pretty much is a second tackle at 6'6", 274 pounds.
Nice.
Because they already have their receiving tight end or whatever his face is. So now they're going to go with their run blocking tight end.
All right,
So
I
they
dig
can
it.
get back in 12 personnel and run the ball so that their defense can rest.
All right, Fedge, you are on the board with the Buffalo Bills.
They are not taking him at this pick. The Bills, I don't believe they're going to take a pick in the first round.
Okay.
I really think they are going to trade back with, and my bold prediction here, trade back with Arizona, and they will find a way to get DeAndre Hopkins in there. But with that being said, I believe by the end of Friday, this what? What? Are you interrupting over there? You interrupting? Interrupting cow moo.
Who are you talking to?
I just heard something. With that being said, I think this guy will, by the end of Friday, will be a Buffalo Bill. Jack Campbell, Iowa.
Oh, what position? Oh, right, that linebacker.
Yep.
Who'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said I don't think they will take him here, but by the end of Friday, he will be a Buffalo Bill. And Jack Campbell, Iowa.
All right, Cincinnati Bengals on the clock at 29. Everything falls right into my hands. Michael Mayer, welcome to the squad. We need tight end. I was thinking potentially going Anton Harrison, but I like Mayer too much right there. Go give Joe another weapon, you know?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Rob, you were on the clock with the New Orleans Saints at 30.
The Saints will take Lucas Van Ness, edge rusher from Iowa.
Ooh.
I've seen him going as high up as 15.
Who's this?
Lucas Van
Lucas
Ness.
Van Ness, the edge rusher
Okay.
from Iowa.
Yep. I see here what you said. All right.
Mr. Irrelevant, who we got?
Oh, we still got two more because we got the Philadelphia Eagles right now, so
So
I'm on the board.
Got to replace the nose tackle.
All right.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to.
Actually, let me rephrase that. They got to replace two nose tackles because didn't they lose both of them?
Well, yeah, but remember they also have freaking the big boy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pair up the big boy with another big boy, but this one's a little bit more of an athletic big boy. I'm going to go with Kalijah Kancey, the Pitt D tackle. I was also thinking about going center with John Michael Schmitz. But no, I think that's a solid Eagles draft. Going offense with Robinson and going and get another defensive key with Kancey. And then the final pick in the first round is the Kansas City Chiefs, and this is Fedge's pick. Which will be interesting to see where they go with the way the board looks right now. Board is kind of interesting. Miles Murphy, the edge rusher, Anton Harrison, OT, Quentin Johnston, wide receiver from TCU, Will McDonald, edge rusher from Iowa State.
The anticipation is killing me. I think here, if I was the Chiefs, I mean, I would assume that they probably want to get an edge rusher because didn't they just lose, what's his face? Not Jones. Clark?
Yes, I do believe so, yes.
They just lost one of them, so I feel like that's probably where they try to go. Another team, I wouldn't be surprised if they traded up into the early 20s with the Patriots on their second trade back, you know?
Yeah, another team, I wouldn't be surprised if they go OT after losing the big man to free agency, Orlando Brown.
Interesting.
So, Fedge, what are you going to do, though? That's the question. Now, what are you doing?
That's a great question. I'm gonna reach here. I don't think if someone starts slipping, they could go with it. But I think they try to get some more help for Patrick Mahomes. In the offense, we're going Jalen Hyatt.
Jeff's big on the Tennessee guys this year.
Yep, send it.
I dig it.
How many Tennessee guys did I actually take?
Let's see what our grade was. What did we get for a grade on our draft? It says grading draft, and then there's no grade.
That's how good we did. Is that they just straight up can't grade it. Okay, it says grading draft, but then it doesn't actually give us a grade. It just shows us all the picks that we just made. That's kind of...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cool.
Lame.
Lame. Alright, so there we go, everyone. That is the effing titles mock draft for 2023. I would like to hear what your guys' picks are and where you guys think some of your favorite teams are going, or if you like the pick that we had for your team. Bold prediction. I want one bold prediction from each one of you guys for tonight's draft.
One of those 4 QBs doesn't get drafted in the first round.
Okay. That's right.
No, I'm not including Hendon Hooker. I'm saying one of those main 4 does not get picked in the first round.
Austin Eckler, DeAndre Hopkins, and one other surprise will get moved tonight.
Mac Jones, I agree. Mac Jones is going to be the first person traded for a trade down.
Oh.
We will give you Mac Jones and our first round pick for 5 third-round picks. Moving back.
I'm gonna go a little bit on the same side as what Rob said with people getting with quarterbacks, and I'm gonna throw out only one quarterback will get drafted in the first round.
No shot. That's wrong.
That's why I scored a bold prediction, Rob.
That's not bold. That's dumb.
I think only one quarterback's going to get drafted. I mean, you guys also took the other ones because I was going to say I can see the 3 the Fedge said getting traded and that sort of thing. So,
how about this one? One team will pull the Vikings and run out of time, and someone else will take a pick.
Oh, could see it happen.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't be the first time. Vikings, Ravens have both done it, and they pick back-to-back. So who knows? Maybe the Ravens go into the Vikings go to the Jaguars. And then suddenly we get 3 picks off. Boom, boom, boom.
20th anniversary since when it happened. So.
Yeah, see? So let us know what you guys think of everything down in the comments down below. And as always, thank you, boys, for coming on to do the mock draft. I appreciate you both. We will talk to you guys all later. So as always, depending on where you are, morning, afternoon, even night, stay safe, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.